Alright. Welcome back to the Rookie Show, everybody. Haven't really made a video in a minute. And when I say a minute, in reality, I do mean a couple weeks. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. It's not like I really had anything going on. I just have not really been feeling like making videos. And, you know, I didn't want to force myself to make videos. And you know, I just feel like when somebody is making a videos because they want to get the views or whatever the case, you can feel that vibe in their voice. I don't know, you know, it might be weird, but I think you just kind of can feel the vibe of coming from me when I'm forcefully making myself to make the video, versus like right now, I want to make this video, I want to talk to you guys, I want to share some experiences that I went through, and some of these views, even though right now we're in the bottom, we had much better views up top. But yeah, right now we're on border of Pennsylvania and New York. We're heading to New York. I forgot where exactly, but we are heading to New York. Today, all day, we kind of spent wasted, so to speak. My delivery was not until 4 p.m., which kind of killed my whole day today. They wouldn't take me early. They didn't actually start receiving until 4, so oh well. But now I'm heading to New York. I have a load to pick up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go to a shipper and get my fresh hours, and then get loaded up tomorrow, and then deliver afternoon Friday to St. Louis. And as far as date goes, today is Wednesday, I'll tell you that. It is Wednesday, and the date is like, I don't even know, maybe 20th, maybe 19th, maybe I'm way off. I just forget the date. I didn't just know the day unless I look on load boards for loads. I think it's been pretty hectic. A lot has happened. I guess we can start with the most interesting. Oh, we got some rain. The most interesting thing that happened to me is I had almost gotten towed out of a Walmart parking lot in the back. Long story short, what happened was I arrived to my receiver and I had a early morning delivery. It was like 4 a.m. or something. We'll get to that when we stop. I had a 4 a.m. delivery, and I didn't want to sleep at the receiver because they didn't have a restroom or anything. And you know, I don't use the phone while I drive, no worries. I just had it charging down here and I put it up, unplugged it. But I was at a receiver and there was no restroom or anything, so I was like, hey, you know, there's a Walmart right up the street, and I'll go ahead and just park behind the Walmart. I buy some groceries and I'll stay there. So I did. I get to Walmart, you know, I look around. It's a pretty big lot and it's empty. Shouldn't be a problem, right? I didn't want to park in the front because there was a lot of room in the back, so I'm not taking customers' spots. You know, most Walmarts, they probably, you know, actually use like 30% of their lot, so I don't think it would have even mattered. But hey, I went ahead and did that. So I went ahead and parked in the back, and I'm sitting there. You know, it's been like 2-3 hours. I went inside, bought some groceries, went back. I see this little tow truck driving by, and it was like one of those tow trucks that tow cars, not a semi-truck tow truck, but they tow cars. They drive by me, I see police drive by me, nobody says anything, so I figure, hey, I'll be all right here. Then I see the tow truck come back, and I see them on my mirror. They parked behind my trailer, and you know, at first I was a little bit confused, like, what is going on? Like, did I hit a car behind me? Because as far as I was aware, there was nothing there. I went out and checked before I backed in. As I start, excuse me, as I start stepping out, I see them hooking the little thing on my trailer, and I'm just like all confused, like, what is going on? And the guy's like, yeah, you can't be at the property, you're gonna have to pay, we'll tow you. And you know, keep in mind, I'm very confused. Like, first of all, I'm loaded 40,000 pounds, and you're hooked to my trailer, which is probably the heaviest part, and you're thinking you're gonna tow a whole semi-truck that weighs almost 80,000 pounds with a tow truck for cars. So I was, you know, confused. I was like, man, they're messing around. And he's like, no, we'll tow you. If we tow you down the street, it'll be like $430. But if you pay right here on the spot for us to just unhook you, it'll be $230. So I was like, you know, that's some scam, and especially they were requesting cash only to be paid. Let's fix this camera. They were requesting cash only to be paid, which kind of seems sketchy to me. And there were cops there. I actually had called cops. I was like, you know, they're wanting just cash. It just doesn't seem right to me. Literally within like a couple minutes, 3 cops showed up. And they tell me, they're like, you know, we can't do anything in this situation. Unfortunately, he's like, I know it's messed up, but, you know, Walmart doesn't want you guys parking here, so you'll just have to sort it out with the tow truck. We can't step in unless you guys get in a fight. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I talked to a guy, I talked to my girlfriend's dad, and we just kind of go back and forth. And, you know, I asked the guy, I'm like, how do you plan to tow my truck? And he's looking around under my 5th wheel, how he would unhook, and I'm just like all confused, like I'm just not understanding, how are you gonna tow me? You can't tow the truck. And he's like, we'll separate the trailer and all this stuff. And I'm like, my brakes are on, how would you separate it, etc., etc. And he's like, yeah, don't worry, we'll get it done if you want to go that route. But, you know, I was just in a sketchy situation. I wouldn't say sketchy, I was at wrong, and I'll admit my fault. I was at Walmart, there was a no parking sign. They didn't want me there, but I figured, hey, if I'm a customer and I'm in the back, it should be fine. Well, guess what? It's not. And I've learned my lesson ever since then. I just don't even bother. I mean, they did tell me, hey, if you got an hour, a receipt within an hour, you can stay. We'll drop you and you can leave. And I didn't. I've been there for more than that. I didn't. So, yeah, long story short, I didn't want to take my chances of them raising my price, because for whatever reason they could do that. They could tell me $1,000 if they wanted to, and I had to pay. Not sure why this car is driving so slow. They could tell me $1,000 and I would have to pay them. But, you know, and he's even still braking. And I would have to pay them, so yeah, it was just a messy situation. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll just pay you the $230. We'll call it a day, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go to my receiver. So I did, and I paid, and, you know, lesson learned. I got a receipt. Who knows? Things probably made up anyways, but it's whatever. But I guess that's kind of the whole point of the video. That's like the big story. As far as that goes, I mean, I've been dispatching, kind of getting calls, booking some loads, as well as driving. So, you know, been kind of doing things in between. If I'm not driving, I'm looking for loads, and then I'm driving, trying to do multiple things. And I don't know, I think trucking for small guys, small companies is going down the drain. The loads have been so bad. And I mean, obviously, if you're a company driver, and especially for a big company, you have no idea what's going on. But for old owner-operators, especially you working for smaller companies, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's hard to get a load for $2.50, even leaving out of St. Louis, which before you could do for $3-4 a mile. It's horrible. Like, there's $1 a mile loads everywhere, and then you have brokers that call you and they're like, well, what do you mean $1 a mile? That's pretty good. But they have no idea what goes behind it. You know, $1 a mile, like, I have 50 cents of fuel. You think out of 50 cents I can make money, pay the truck, pay insurance, pay tolls? Like, come on, like, it's not livable. Like, if those are the rates, they'll be going there, like, just park your truck and go home, go do something else. I don't know, it's a struggle. I'm really glad I did not buy a truck. I hate to say it, but I'm really glad I didn't, because boy, I would be struggling with it. But yeah, as far as the videos goes, I will try to start making more videos. We'll see how that starts working out. But yeah, I'm sure this video is already long, so we're gonna cut this one now, and I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow when I'm on my pickup, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and talk to you guys later.